Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today is day 11 of our 100 days 100 AWS project series. So in day 11 we will be discussing about building a self-healing fleet of EC2 instance with auto scaling groups. So it conveys that we will build our auto scaling groups in such a way that it will automatically scale during a failure or during a peak traffic. So before going to the implementation, let's first understand what is launch template. So a launch template is similar to a launch configuration. So a launch template specifies whatever we want to create a EC2 instance configuration like the instance type, key value and other parameters to create a EC2 instance. So while defining a launch instance, you define every configuration. So every time if you need to launch any instance, so you don't need to do any configuration change. So auto scaling group will auto take the launch template and will launch EC2 instance based on the configuration you provided. So you don't need to install anything and no configuration required. So let's understand what is auto scaling group. So auto scaling group contains a collection of EC2 instances that are treated as a logical grouping for the purpose of automatic scaling and management. So basically auto scaling group is nothing. It will just group EC2 instance and it will automatically scale and manage it. It will do health checks and it will replace the bad or you can say error facing EC2 instance and scale according to the requirements you specified. Let's come to our project. So here let's understand how we will be implementing our project. So here we will be maintaining two EC2 instance in our auto scaling group. So there are three entities: desired, minimum and maximum. So in auto scaling group, so we specify we need two servers for high availability. Every time, anytime, normalized two servers are needed. In the best case, we need maximum three instances. So if there is a peak traffic or anything, auto scaling group will only scale the instance to three instance, and the minimum or you can say minimum requirement for our auto scaling group is one, so that at least one of the EC2 instance should be running. Suppose at the night time you don't want many instances, you just stop it, so it will run just one instance, or if there is any outage or something, so it will only keep one instance. And our desired is two, so at least we need two to keep functionalities similar to same in the two servers. Also for the same, we will configure our launch template. So whenever auto scaling group needs to launch a new instance, it will just uh, fetch up the launch template and will just launch EC2 instance in few minutes or you can say few seconds. And auto scaling group will continuously health check the EC2 instance and will check if any EC2 instance is in stop or terminating state. It will again create the new EC2 instance to match the counting whatever we have mentioned. So this architecture is pretty simple. So user will be coming through the internet traffic to our EC2 instance. Suppose we will manually delete one EC2 instance, still user will be going to the this traffic because we have mentioned minimum one is required. And when if we delete one instance, auto scaling group will trigger his uh, efficiency health check. So it will check there is only one EC2 instance and desired is two, so it will grab the launch instance template and create a new EC2 instance. So let's start with our implementation. So we'll come to our AWS console. Now we'll go to our launch template. So we'll go to EC2 instance. Here we need to go to launch templates, create new launch template with the name web server blueprint. Here you can find launch template here. So click on launch templates, click on create launch template, paste the name. If you want to specify, you can specify the version so that you will have multiple versions. You can select Amazon Linux as free tier. We will select T3 micro or any, and we need to expose it to the internet. And in advanced details we need to specify this user data. So let's start. So for OS and images, we will click on browse AMIs. We will select Amazon Linux. So it will automatically grab the Amazon Linux image. Yeah, it has grabbed Amazon Linux image. We'll select instance type as T2 micro. So it is enough. Key value pair, we don't need a key value pair, so we'll keep it like that. For subnet, we'll keep it as default, or we'll just keep it don't include in launch template. So in existing secure, we'll create a security group, or we'll select existing security group which I have default. If you want to see, just grab the security group name, duplicate the tab. I will go to security groups. So here all traffic is allowed. So our Nginx server will be running on it. So it will be accessible. So here we need to install Nginx server and just copy the nocap day 11. So we know that our EC2 instance is serving the traffic. So we'll go to our EC2 instance launch template. We'll go click on advanced details, scroll down, just paste the script here. So it will basically update the repo and it will install the Nginx and start Nginx, and it will enable the Nginx. Now we just need to create launch template. It will take some time. Okay, so it is created. You can click on view launch template. You can see launch template is created. Now it is just a template or an image. Now we need to create a auto scaling group. So we need to go to auto scaling group, create a new auto scaling group, and we will select two subnets. So it will create EC2 instance in two subnets. So we'll go to auto scaling group, come down, it will be at the bottom. We need to click on create auto scaling group. We will specify auto scaling group as web server. We need to select the launch template as web server blueprint, which we have already created. We'll just click on next. Availability zones, we'll click A and B, AP South A and B both. You can select any availability zone according to your VPC. Then click on next. We will keep everything default. If you want to attach load balancer, I already created a video for load balancer, you can check it out. We will keep everything default. For group sizing, here we need to adjust the capacity. So here we will specify desired capacity as 2. So we need parallel to EC2 instance running, and minimum desired capacity is 1, and max will do it as 3. Everything should be default. We don't need any notification now, but you can set notification if something is scaled up, so it will notify you through email or webhook in a Slack or Teams message. Just click on create auto scaling group. So it will automatically update the capacity. So here you can see our EC2 instance are healthy, in healthy state. So if you go to instances, you can check here our EC2 instance are in running state. If you refresh here, every status check is passed. If you click here, make sure go to security and you change the inbound rules. Make sure to change inbound rules and allow HTTP traffic from anywhere. So go to your EC2 instance. You can see our both the EC2 instance are running. Just click on the EC2 instance, copy the public IP. You can place the public IP. You can see Nginx server is running and it is giving us the IP and the host name. You can copy the other one also. So other one is also working. You can see they have both have different IPs, internal IPs, and they are running fine. So now everything is fine. Now we need to check if the instance dies or we manually delete it. Does our auto scaling group create a new instance according to our desired capacity. So we'll go to auto scaling group to monitor. We can select the auto scaling group, go to activity. Here you can see it has created successfully two EC2 instance. Now we will manually delete one of the EC2 instance. Let's suppose we'll delete the EC2 instance with 3110 IP. So we'll do instance state, we'll do terminate delete. So it will start deleting our EC2 instance. So our EC2 instance is in shutting down stage. You can see it is now deleted. Now if you refresh here, it will take some time to pop up new EC2 instance. Now if you can see, it will not able to take traffic, but still our previous traffic will be, previous EC2 instance will be working. Now it will take some time to scale. So wait for some few seconds. So it will scale and create a new EC2 instance.
One eternity later.
Now as you can see in our activity tab, our new EC2 instance was terminated. In behalf of that, it is creating a launch new EC2 instance with the template. So it is saying an instance was launched in response to an unhealthy response needed to be replaced. If you come here, if you refresh it, you can see our new EC2 instance is running, and you can see status is in initializing. Here you can see it has given the another IP. You can copy it and you can check it here. It will take some time to initialize. Now you can see our new EC2 instance is running fine. You can see this is the new IP and the previous one is terminated, and you can see it is working fine. So autoscaling group is working fine. So here we have configured all the things. So we also tested how to terminate the instance and launch new instance. So here our key learning point is, so we deploy our two EC2 instance in multi-AZ. So it will be non-negotiable and it will be created in the multiple AZ. So here I can show you in networking. So you can see it is APS1 AZ and the other EC2 instance, it is in another AZ3. So it was in AZ3 and it is in availability AZ1. So it will change according to that, and also it will help us to monitor automatically if some EC2 instance is down. It will create a new one and cope up with that. So it is a very important and production based practice to keep auto scaling groups, so that during a peak time it will scale, and during a lower or low traffic time it will scale down, or during a error it will just create a new EC2 instance. Please make sure to delete the auto scaling group. So need to go to auto scaling group, select the auto scaling group, just select delete, type delete. So it will delete the auto scaling group. Also it will delete the EC2 instance. And to delete the launch template, go to launch templates, make sure to delete the launch template also. So you should do cleanup. So delete. So our launch template is also deleted. You can go to auto scaling group to check if auto scaling group is deleted. You can refresh, it is deleting, so it will take time to delete the instance. So eventually it is shutting down its EC2 instance, so it will take some time. After that it will be deleted and it will not cost you any money. So that's all from my side in this video. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.